Shifting our focus now, Pakistan's most powerful institution is under pressure on multiple fronts. Balochistan is burning, Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is protesting, and the image of an all-powerful military is now beginning to crack. Is Field Marshal Asim Munir losing control of Pakistan? Take a look at our next story for more.
See that we will beat the hell of these terrorists very soon. Balochistan, you think this 1,500 people belonging to BLA and BLF and BRA, etc., can take away Balochistan from us?
In April last year, Asim Munir had boasted that about 1,500 odd Balochi fighters are no match for the Pakistan armed forces. Today, the battlefield tells a very different story. Pakistan is witnessing one of its deadliest weeks. According to the Pakistani military, insurgents abducted and executed 18 police officers after attacking a police post. In another strike, 11 soldiers were killed when their military vehicle was ambushed on a highway.
So, in the 3 major operations that I mentioned to you, 4 civilians were killed, and before and after that, our police personnel and army soldiers also lost their lives. In total, our casualties are 42, and there are 54 terrorists who have been confirmed killed, those who were involved in these operations.
The message from the insurgents was brutal. They can strike, they can abduct, they can execute, and they can disappear before Pakistan's forces respond. The latest attacks are not isolated incidents. They are part of a much bigger security crisis, which has engulfed Pakistan. According to the South Asia Terrorism Portal, Pakistan has already witnessed 620 security incidents in 2026. The violence has claimed the lives of 457 civilians, 706 security personnel, and 1,114 militants. These are not the numbers of a country at peace. They are the numbers of a country fighting multiple internal battles. The epicenter remains Balochistan. For decades, Baloch separatist groups have accused Islamabad of exploiting the province's vast reserves of gas, copper and gold while leaving local communities impoverished and politically marginalized. They accuse Pakistan's military of enforced disappearances and heavy-handed operations. Their demands remain unchanged. Control over Balochistan's natural resources, greater political autonomy, for some factions, complete independence from Pakistan. But Balochistan is no longer Pakistan's only headache. In Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, public anger is also spilling onto the streets. Mass protests have erupted after the arrest of hundreds of activists and leaders linked to the Jammu Kashmir Awami Action Committee. Demonstrators accuse Islamabad of suppressing civil rights and political dissent. Protest leaders have called for a final phase of agitation after Pakistan failed to meet demands for the release of detained activists. From Balochistan to Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the military is confronting unrest on 2 fronts. One is an armed insurgency, the other is a growing political movement. For decades, Pakistan's army projected itself as the ultimate guarantor of stability. PM Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Asim Munir have been busy of late working as a mediator to bring peace in West Asia. It is projecting itself as a nation which commands international respect. Now, that image is being challenged. Every ambush, every protest, every funeral raises the same question. If Pakistan's most powerful institution cannot secure its own territory, who really controls the ground? Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Moving on, imagine a plane as big as Jupiter but lighter than cotton candy. Does it sound impossible? Well, astronomers have now discovered not 1 but 2 such giant worlds. The finding is giving scientists a fascinating new clue about how planets are formed. Our next report gets you all the details. Take a look.
Astronomers have discovered 2 giant super-puff planets orbiting a star. Even though both planets are as large as Jupiter, They are the least dense planets of their size ever found. Astrophysicists from the University of Oxford say these planets are even less dense than cotton candy. They compared their density to a blob of shaving foam fresh from the can. The research has been published in the Royal Astronomical Society. Scientists believe these strange worlds are made mostly of hydrogen and helium and are located about 1,110 light-years away. They say they are likely white or blue, depending on how cloudy their skies are. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope is expected to study them further and confirm their chemical makeup. NASA's TESS satellite first detected the planets. Researchers then used Earth-based telescopes to study their orbits and calculate their density. The two puff planets circle a star in the southern constellation Volans, also known as the Flying Fish. For comparison, Jupiter is about 35 times denser than these newly discovered worlds. According to NASA, one planet takes 139 days to complete an orbit, while the other takes 232 days. Scientists say superpuff planets are extremely rare. They are thought to form in gas and dust-rich disks around newborn stars and gradually lose much of their material over time. NASA has confirmed nearly 6,300 exoplanets so far, and as per researchers, fewer than 40 of them are superpuffs. Studying these rare worlds could help scientists better understand how planets form and our place in the universe. As scientists continue to study these feather-light giants, they hope to uncover how such unusual planets came into existence. Could these discoveries rewrite what we know about planet formation? Or are there even stranger worlds still waiting to be discovered?
Let's talk about the Russia-Ukraine war now. As Russia intensifies ballistic missile strikes, Ukraine is facing a critical shortage of Patriot interceptors, the only proven shield against some of Russia's deadliest weapons. And now, American President Donald Trump has promised Ukraine the right to manufacture Patriot missiles. But experts warn that it could take years before that changes the battlefield. Our next report decodes what are the key challenges that Ukraine may face despite getting this license. Take a look.
The sky over Ukraine is becoming deadlier. Moscow is launching its most aggressive aerial bombardment of the war. Four deadly Russian missile blitz in less than a month have left Kyiv defenseless. Ukraine's crumbling air shield stands exposed, the consequences of shortage in interceptors laid bare. Ukraine's Air Force failed to intercept any of the 23 ballistic missiles launched by Russia on Monday. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made a desperate plea to bridge the Patriot gap. On Wednesday, a dramatic announcement came from US President Donald Trump at the high-stakes NATO summit in Ankara. He appeared to give Ukraine one of the things it wanted the most.
We're going to give a license to you to make Patriots. That's pretty cool, right? This way you can't complain that we're not giving them enough. It's say, make them yourself. We haven't informed the company of that yet, but that'll work out all right. You know, I'm sure they'll be thrilled.
But now comes the hard part, as Moscow rains missiles and drones across Ukraine. Trump's license to Ukraine to build Patriot missile systems may be a non-starter for years. Even after the license has been secured, setting up production of such sophisticated weapons would be a technically demanding process, and probably a lengthy one. It takes more than 2 years to build a single Patriot missile. It costs $4 million to $5.3 million, approximately, to manufacture and deploy. The lengthy production process for advanced interceptors requires significant time for manufacturing, assembling and testing. It is unclear which Ukrainian company will liaise with US contractors to produce Patriot. What is even more concerning is once Ukraine has a factory built, it may immediately become a high-priority target for Moscow. While Ukraine is getting Patriots, Germany has got a major boost. Trump has approved the sale of Tomahawk missiles to Germany.
On the sidelines of the NATO meeting in Ankara, we agreed with the American government that American Tomahawk missiles will be purchased by us and stationed in Germany. In doing so, we are closing an important strategic gap in our defense, and at the same time, we will work on developing our own European systems and deploying them in Europe.
4 years into the war, Zelensky is confident that his country moves more quickly than Western militaries at procurement and production. This despite the lethal threat Kyiv faces every day. Now the crucial question is, how quickly can Ukraine secure the license and begin production of Patriot systems? Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Keeping with updates from China, China is building the world's biggest dam in one of the most dangerous places on earth. Now it isn't India sounding the alarm about this. It is China's own scientists warning that the mega project sits above an active fault line. If nature strikes, the consequences would be catastrophic. Our next story gets you all the details. Take a look.
Some engineering projects challenge rivers. Others challenge mountains. This one may be challenging the earth itself. High on the Tibetan plateau, where tectonic plates constantly push against one another, China is constructing what will become the world's largest hydropower project. The project promises to generate a staggering 60 million kilowatts of hydropower, triple the output of 3 gorges. But beneath the concrete lies a growing concern. According to Chinese geologists, an active fault cuts directly through the dam site. Their research warns that the region remains tectonically active, with repeated ground movement capable of triggering powerful earthquakes, landslides, and long-term structural instability. It is a warning coming from inside China itself. The timing is significant. Construction on the estimated $167 billion project is moving ahead, despite long-standing concerns from its neighbors. The dam is being built on the Yarlung-Tsangpo River in Tibet, which transforms into the Brahmaputra as it flows into India and Bangladesh, providing 30% of India's fresh water besides serving as Bangladesh's lifeline. Now those concerns have taken on a new dimension. The Himalayas rank among the world's most seismically active regions. The collision between the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates continues to generate earthquakes across Tibet, Nepal, and northeastern India. A major seismic event near a mega dam would present engineers with an extraordinary challenge. Experts are not saying the dam will fail, but they warn that designing for such conditions demands extreme caution. If a catastrophic structural failure were ever to occur, the consequences could extend far beyond Tibet. Bureau Report, WION World is One.